back, everybody. Got a little something different today. Got this old wheelbarrow here from the old house I brought along with me. It's kind of rough, rusty. Seen something on the internet, thought it was pretty cool. So I'm gonna give it a go and try to make me one. Something for the kids to have a little fun with. So I got an old wheelbarrow and I got an old wagon, and we're gonna try to make us a little rat rod T-bucket go-kart. So this is a little side project, something to do in the meantime while I'm working on the car. So as you can see, I've already got the legs cut off and all that stuff. Insert clip here. And now what I'm going to do is chop this thing at the handle side. I've watched a few videos of people making these. I think they're really cool, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to chop this thing here in the back. We'll flip it, and then that'll make like the dash. It'll kind of rise up over the front, and then of course your seating area will be in normally the front of the wheelbarrow will be your backrest. So let's get going. We'll get some stuff measured out here and cut a couple things and flip it over, see what it looks like. Got some of that patina. So I kind of want to leave it kind of rough looking. I might make it a little better or a little worse, depending on what we go here. So what I want to do, I want to kind of cut this thing right below these original bolt holes and square it up the best I can. So I got my little welding table here, got me a nice square. I'm gonna line it up here on the edge and then give me a measurement of how far I want to go back. But I want to go probably an inch below this, I think. Use a pencil so it's not really putting marker all over our stuff. Pencil you can kind of wipe off with a little index and a rag. So might use a string, I don't know, we'll see. Kind of give me a line of reference. Looks like 6 inches on my square here. Let's sit parallel with my front edge. So got that marked. Flip this over. And I'll run me some tape or a string and just verify everything hits where I marked here, nice and straight. And see what it looks like. And we'll cut it. Sticking real well. You can see here, I'm gonna mark the edge. We'll get this thing cut. All right, you can see it's got a tack on each side. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slit this right here, and then that'll allow me to pull it over. I'll get some more tacks on here. And then, like I said, I'll just finish this out with some round bars so you're not cutting yourself on the edge of it. Let's get going. I think once I slit that, I'll just kind of buzz a couple welds in there and fill the gap. Tough to see because it's like 3 layers because it's rolled. So let's see if we can get this thing pulled over. Figure out a unique way to hold it. You can see just some tacks on it. Got it drilled in. You kind of get the idea here. So here's the next piece. This is a Ace Deluxe, not a radio fire, but still cool enough that it's different. So again, this thing's rusted out and rough, and sheet metal's all cracked and busted around the screw holes and bent all the heck. But I'm going to use it for this, again, keeping with that old rat rod look. So let's get this stuff cut off. See, this is like paper thin with little holes, so I don't really feel that bad cutting this thing up. It's pretty rough. But with that being said, I still, with the rat rod thing, I still want it to be straight-ish, you know? So we're gonna work some of these dents and stuff out. So I'll mute you here so you don't hear the banging and thumping. Alright, so I want to keep the Ace Deluxe like on the bed. So what a lot of these guys do is kind of like chop this off and then that's it. Well, to me that kills the look, the logo. Granted, it's like a lot more work, but I think what I'm gonna do is like section it, bring the ends in, and keep my Ace Deluxe on the backside. So it's a lot more work, but I'll be able to section this in, keep a nice rounded side, and then this will be cut, contoured to the back of the cab body, and we'll stitch it on there. So let's lay this thing out and get it marked and I'll cut it. 1978. 1978. That looks pretty straight. I mean, I want to get as close as I can, like I said earlier, but it doesn't have to be quite. We're not building a rocket ship here, it's a go-kart, so a go-kart body at that. The frame I'd be a little more worried about. Gives me a nice edge to go off of. Get this thing cut. And turn them back. This thing's bent up pretty bent up. Alright, so I got my ends cut, pieces. So we're going to lose one of the sides because I'm going to coat it to the body and weld it in. So what I'm looking to do is just square up one side really good, stitch it in, and then we'll set the body up here, set the bed up here behind it, decide how high we want it, and then I'll like trace it and start cutting and clipping, sneak up on it, see where we want it. then we'll get it tacked up. Which is cool because the body's 26, so it'll give us like a little inch step in, which works for me. Couple 4x4s. So it's 4 inches. We'll get back here with you guys. I'm thinking I think I need another 1.5 inches. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, I think that's enough. I think it's going to be cool. Look at the rake of it. The thing's slick. I like it. So let's lay this thing up here and trace it. And then I'll cut it. Same as before. I'm gonna mark an edge so I know not to go too far. So I think what I'll do, move my visioning tools. Okay, I like 2 inches more. Actually gives us a little bit of bed back there. All right, take the body cabin off. We'll get this thing cut. Stay. All right, here we are. We're all tacked up. Trying to get an idea for a name for this thing. Maybe seen some of the ones online like Borrowed Time and stuff like that. I think it's pretty neat. If you guys got an idea for a name, throw it down in the comments. If you guys like what you see, subscribe, click the bell, hit the like button, share it with a friend. Thanks for tuning in. This will probably be like a 3 or 4 part little series on this thing. So tune in next week. We'll see you guys.